show today. They let the boys run. They let me and Kicks take control. Kicks, what a chaotic moment, eh? They let us jabronis take over.
Dude, might as well have escaped straight from Alcatraz and started a podcast.
You know, listen, that's the case. But dude, it's a chaotic morning, right? We just got probably the biggest surge we may have ever seen in September rate cuts because of non-farm payroll data that came out this morning. Do you see this?
Mm-hmm.
You see it?
Yep. Yeah.
Jerome's
like the guy that waited for the right time to hit on the girl at the bar, and then she fucking left. Now you look like a dumbass, Jerome. Could have been smart. Could have looked ahead of it. Could have cut this, right? Could have cut yesterday or the day before. You didn't. Now you're behind the 8-ball, tough guy.
Now they're saying we might be facing stagflation, is what they're saying. They're saying it could be stagflation because this jobs data was so bad, like record bad. They came out and said non-farm payroll gains were sharply revised down. May's total dropped from 144,000 to 19,000. In June was revised down from 147,000 to 14,000.
Yeah, you can't tell me we're adding jobs left and right when AI's taking all the jobs from us.
My brother in Christ, that's a decrease of 258,000 jobs. May only saw 19K jobs. That's recession level shit.
Yeah,
as Wizard
Jerome
of Soho
Powell looking like a straight bozo asleep at the wheel, dude. Wake up, buddy. And here's the thing. Explain this to me. Why do we keep seeing inflation? Guess what? If there's trillions of dollars parked in risk-free money market funds earning a 4% yield, what do you think if you're making 4% more money every single fucking year? What do you think's going to happen? You think inflation's going down?
You're telling me. Look at this dollar chart, dude, on the right.
Holy shika.
Grinded up into FOMC and has given back every single gain and more now and continues to decline. Bitcoin, I want to toot my own horn here because Clemente posted some bullshit yesterday that pissed me off.
Bitch.
Yeah, dude. Dude's a little bitch. Can't even come on the show anymore because he's too good for us. Thinks he's the fucking man. We bounced. Look at this box I had drawn. I drew this white box and was like, if we bounce here, this is where I want to start buying.
I saw that white box on my timeline.
Yeah, I threw it up. I was like,
Clemente hate. He was supposed to host today and he backed out.
Yeah, dude's a little bitch.
You know, he's like one of those actors that gets like 2 good movies and then they act like better than everybody else. And, you know, they're like, oh, I need my own trailer far away from the other actors. I can't have them like influencing my work, my art. Fucking nerd. Easy. Anyways, great call on this. Can I tell you something quickly about golf?
Yeah, please.
So I sold my Pudgy. 99% of that is going towards the car fund. 1% I took and I bought some new hybrids.
What'd you buy?
QI35, top line, brand new.
Nice.
And I got
blades, right? You didn't buy blades?
No, these are hybrids. Sorry, hybrids.
Okay, hybrids.
I got a 4 hybrid and a 5 hybrid, but then cranked the 5 hybrid up to a 6.5.
So you adjusted the loft.
But big change. I put stiff flex shafts on these.
So by the way, I only play stiff flex.
You got
irons,
it.
Hybrids. My driver's extra stiff.
I need that. I think that's why I can't hit my driver easy. Because guess what? Yesterday, now albeit I had wind behind me, and it was hard fairway, so it rolled out. I hit a 4 fucking hybrid 260 yards.
What the fuck?
And if I hit it clean with no wind help or anything, I can hit it 230.
So I just bought this driver. One second, let's show this. I just picked this up. Paradigm Smoke, adjustable weight on the back end. Let's see this weight.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I moved it to draw, so this lower side, so it'll give a natural draw. It should theoretically eliminate a slice.
Interesting.
Because you have an added weight, so the club head stays covered. So, yeah. I also have a 5 hybrid I play and what's called a super hybrid, which is a 3 wood that's a hybrid.
Yeah, that's the way to do it, dude. Hybrids all day. Anyways, that's enough golf talk, guys. Sorry, Tom Jack. Back to the markets. Jerome Powell's a fucking moron. That's where we left off. Absolute idiot. Bitcoin rallying pretty nicely off the lows here, Easy. What are you thinking?
So call me crazy. Let me share this chart. People, I know everyone's like, you never know what's going to happen. You can't predict the future. A lot of people were long yesterday, and now a lot of people have gone short because we tested this box and they're calling for lower, like 112, 113, 114.
Mhm.
The most interesting channel that I think we have right now on Bitcoin is actually this channel. Look at that channel.
That's a good channel.
Did not break the channel. From this high, we have not, from July 25th, July 10th, sorry, Thursday, July 10th, we have not broken this channel. So even though we tested the downside with this, almost just died. We could theoretically go back to 118.5.
Is that almost a solo podcast?
Yeah, almost just fucking died. We could theoretically
Get
go
the
back.
EKG, Bo!
We could go back to this upside 118.5. If we break 118.5, you're going to get a crazy move up to the upside. And because a lot of people now opened up late shorts here, hoping we'd go down, this probably does not happen.
Well, Fetty Wap.
Yeah, this probably does not happen because late shorts are smoked and late longs got smoked on this downward pressure because people believed we would not have the September rate cut. We're now getting a move that seems like it is shaping up to be kind of crazy because we held this range. Someone shared this range with me and I was like, holy shit, this feels really good.
But
if this holds, and it tapped the box was like, if we tap this and hold, you want to be a buyer here. So we got the tap, we tapped it again overnight, and now we're up. You get these 3 taps on the low side of the wedge, 1, 2, 3, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4 on the upside. You could technically count the start of the range as well. But now if we do get this move, in my opinion, we could go up through August. This would set us up to like an August 7th, 8th move right here, which I would not be upset against. You know, like me personally, this has been an ugly chop. It's been boring, but we could get a move through early August that actually puts us pretty high, which I would not be mad about at all. Me personally. I like this channel, and I think if we continue to range in this channel, it's going to continue to stop people out and chop them out. But I think a move back up to 118.6 isn't off the table.
Tricky thing for me is that, you know, cutting off of a really bad jobs report, right? With you know, prices of like beef going to record highs. You mentioned like stagflation, right? Is this a scenario where rate cut is kind of like it's a rate cut because it's bad?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like it's not a rate cut that like, oh, tech stocks are booming off this rate cut.
Tech stocks are already booming. The rate cut it has to come into play because you need jobs to be able to fund more opportunity for people.
But I'm saying like QQQ's down at 1% on them, you know, whatever.
Because of yesterday's tank in the tariff news. So
Gotcha.
We're down on tariff news. The market hasn't opened yet for this non-farm payroll miss, and we're going to have a pretty big gap down. So if you see this, we're going to gap all the way down to 625. I'm so pissed too, dude. I'm so pissed. I opened up 635 S&P puts here right after FOMC.
Just had shaken out.
I closed them for a profit yesterday.
Oh, but now they're gapped down further. Yeah.
Yeah, because we got the gap down. So I was underwater here, and I closed them around here. 635 end of August puts, like late August. So the market,
you never can be mad taking profits.
No, and that I'm mad at myself because the theory played out. The thought was like I should hedge. We're in greed. We're continuing to sit in
conviction.
greed.
You were right. You just didn't let the horse ride as far as far as it cut.
But we're yapping a lot. We coming in real hot right now. Before we get into the newsletter and the weather report, I want to
throw it away. Throw it away. It's you and me. We're just gonna go.
Just go. But real quick, we do have to shout out our partners over at YEET. Shout out Mando, by the way. He gifted me 25 subs this morning on Kick. Absolute beast. I love that MFer. We're giving away 5K today. 5K today on YEET. Go to bodagos.com/YEET. https://bodagos.com/YEET. So I just posted it in the chat. You can go to that, sign up, use the platform. In order to qualify for the giveaways, you have to use the platform. That is a must. It's an absolute must. So I'm asking you nicely, use the platform and enjoy the ride. But we're giving away 5K. We're giving away 5K. And first and foremost, we're going to do it to 4 lucky winners. 3 people will win 1,000. 1 person will win 2,000. All right? I hope that makes sense. So at the end of the show, we're going to do the $2,000 giveaway. We're going to spin a wheel right now for 3 $1,000 peoples. And you can win more than once. So I know we got our back-end producer who's going to be running this giveaway. Real quick, we're going to pull up the wheel and spin this.
All right, pulling up the wheel here.
You can win more than once. Your name is not eliminated if you win.
All right, so this is everybody that's on the wheel. I'm going to give it a spin. This is for 1K easy?
1K. We're going to do 3 spins right now for 1,000. If you've used YEET with our referral code, you're on the leaderboard, and you're going to win a bando in YEET.
I'm just going to do one more confirmation in case anyone signed up. Refreshing the leaderboard. We have 13, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. All right, first spin coming in for 1K.
Let's see what we got. Big money, big money, big money, big money, big money. Let's see who the lucky winner is. And it is El Nandito.
El Nandito, 1K. Let's go.
Lead little one bando for El Nandito in the leaderboard.
And we're going to leave him in there. You have a chance to win multiple times with this giveaway.
You can win. You can win. You can win. Also,
right,
shout out Bo Puppo, absolutely dominating the leaderboard.
Yeah, we're going to have to come up with something a little special for Bo Puppo, I believe.
Yeah, we're going to have to take care of Bo Puppo. By the way, I see we have 28 signups. You have to use YEET to qualify. That's just what we got to do. Is it roofs or is it S-Bane? And it is roofs. With
roofs,
the
roof.
The roof,
Hey,
the roof is on fire.
The roof is on fire. You ain't got no money, burn this motherfucking down.
Right, give me a countdown of number 3 kicks. Give me a lucky countdown.
3, 2, 1, go.
Here we go.
It is B Dusty with the final win. The final win. Shout out B Dusty. Shout out Roof, and shout out El Nandito. We have one more giveaway at the end of the show. So what I'm advising you to do is you can still participate. If you go to bodoggos.com/YEET and sign up and use the platform, by the end of this, I know there's no US, but I have heard there's ways you can take a quick flight on the internet and still get in. I've heard, and speculation have heard that there is potential opportunity. I've heard if you use an address from another country, I've heard. So not saying any which way to do it, but that's just the things that I've heard. So I'm just saying right now, we got 2K more going to one single person at the end of the stream. So we'll do that as well around 9:50ish. But Kicks,
Mm-hmm.
how are you feeling?
Pretty good. How you feeling?
Dude, I feel good. We're dude, 25% decrease is up to 71% now. Jobs data, huge miss. And it makes sense because Nick is unemployed. Oh, hey, Nick.
Got him.
How are you feeling? Market's sending.
Is it?
Dude, go look at, dude, brother.
Brother
Look
in
at
Christ.
this. Look at this. Look how hard this is sending.
Okay, dude.
It's $1.
Oh, wow.
It hasn't reacted fully. We're still curling. Bitcoin, though, does look good. Look at this channel.
Chanel.
This Chanel.
Very interesting.
Good channel, right?
I mean, dude, that is a very good channel. For those that are listening, what Easy's done here is he drew 2 lines. They're headed downwards, but on the next break, this is, can you zoom out a little bit? See where we started, where we broke out of the previous channel?
Yeah. So previous channel was here.
Let's draw that.
Oh, oopsie poopsie.
Well,
A
sticky
little bit
line.
up, maybe a little bit up if you're being. No. Okay, dude.
What did you want? You wanted to like higher, like here?
Yeah, and maybe bring it down. Well, yeah, sure. Maybe let's do that. Let's be super conservative. Now draw the distance between the top of that channel and the bottom of the other channel.
So like this?
No. The between to the right, above, go above. Yeah. So now
So wait. Notice how close I drew this, and if you just drag it over, it's almost spot on.
Yeah, but hold on. Draw from that to the top of that breakout. Yeah. You want to kind of do it from an angle. If I'm being honest, you did a straight line. I would instead, and now do that from the top of this channel. Okay, and what number do we get?
134.
There you go.
Mikey.
Wow, this would be hot.
It's so simple a dog could do it.
I don't think a dog could do it.
I
could train a fucking dog to do that.
To draw charts on or lines on a chart?
Some dogs can like talk like hitting their nose on buttons that mean words. Certainly, I could hook that up to TradingView.
Okay. I'd actually agree with that.
So 46 days and 4 hours. So this has us going until
do you think do you think one of the buttons would be like, yo, fuck you idiot, you drew the line wrong?
Yep. Yep.
So,
end of August is actually my timeline to go long again. So that lines up perfectly. Bitcoin downwards chop till the end of August.
But
get
easy,
your fucking word in.
Draw the Chanel line just real quick from the end, so that we get a more accurate. No. Not that one. I'm saying the red line that you have, move it down. No, the red line. Yeah, to the right. No, to the right. Up. There you go. Now what's the top of that? Okay, more accurate. Sorry, Kicks. What were you saying?
I'd said end of August is where I could see like that Q4 risk on potentially setup happen. Although I shall say that has not always been the case during Trump administrations, especially with rate cut tension going back to 2019. We had that massive Q4 dump opposite of a Santa rally. It actually bottomed out on December 24th. Are the markets open on the day before Christmas? I think they are. Half day, maybe. I was in a mall. I was shopping for last minute Christmas goods, and the market just puked a bunch of percentages. I longed a bunch of things. Worked out great. So just saying.
And so you walked out of the store instead of checking out?
I was still in the parking lot at the time.
Okay, so you just turned around and went home.
No, I went and bought stuff, I think.
Oh, you're crazy, dude.
I know, I'm crazy. But yeah, dude, I don't fucking know. I'm not smart enough to know these types of macro things and what's going to happen. I did get deep into some conspiracy theory about 2027, some planet asteroid coming back to Earth. Not sure if I believe it. Also read an article today that between 2026 and 2036, 11 to 14 million boomers are going to die and their homes are going to come on the market. So I was digesting that information as well. Very big transition, right? So we'll see, but I'm just trying to stay in the game, make that money.
Kicks with the alpha right there. Asteroid. I read the asteroid story also.
Well, you read
but
games, right?
Huh?
1 sec.
Ender's
hey,
game?
Ray, they can hear you on Spaces. You're muted on this, but they can hear you on Spaces. You're still muted on the stream. Okay.
Great. That was awkward. Anyways, what if aliens are coming back in 2027, and why we're pushing so hard for AI is it's going to be like Ender's Game. And like in 2026, they're going to flip on and be like, yo, we're getting invaded by aliens. Everyone needs to grind on fucking ChatGPT and come up with solutions to beat them.
I mean, it's not a bad idea. Or is it children that are going to be doing it?
Well, they have the most, what do they call it? Malleable brains. So, and maybe most creative, could come up with some novel solutions. But I've been wondering why they've been giving us AI so quickly, so strongly. Anyways, enough about conspiracy theories. Back over to the markets. Yeah, I don't know, guys.
Hold on. So Kix is on stream, closing his eyes, saying, Yeah, so enough about that. Back over to the markets. Things look incredible right now.
I'm glad I de-risked some with my Pudgy sale into cash.
You
Keeping
sold
my
your Pudgy?
I did. Yeah. 60
Into cash.
grand, dude. I've held that for 3 years. Plus, it's pooped out like 50 grand worth of airdrops. You know, every good story comes to an end.
I think that's great.
Right? That's what I'm thinking.
I agree. I mean, taking money off the table is never bad. All my money is on the table right now. And let me tell you, I wish I had taken some off the table. You know? Because people are just...
You just paused and said that aliens are coming and children's malleable brains are the currency.
I think the bones are the currency.
The bones are the currency.
You know that song?
Yeah, yeah. We've played it on the show before.
Okay, so what is there anything else going on in the market today? Let's give me some updates here about what's going on.
We haven't done the weather report if you want to.
Oh, what the hell is going on, guys?
We can do the weather report. By the way, Coinbase is getting into prediction markets. Pretty wild, right? I'll just jam a weather report real quick here.
No, okay, just self-appointed.
Ladies and gentlemen, today's Friday, August 1st. Let's look at what's happening in crypto. Market cap fell over 3% with 700 million plus worth of longs liquidated in the last 24 hours.
Holy shit.
Bitcoin hovering at just below 116K, Ethereum in the mid 3600s, and Solana tapping around 170. Over the past 24 hours, SEC announced Project Crypto, which plans to bring all markets on chain. Highlights include an assertion that most crypto assets aren't securities and that the SEC wants to bring airdrops and ICOs to Americans. Let's go. That's awesome. Let's go. Next up, Strategy had
learning about this?
Yeah, Strategy had a groundbreaking earnings call as they announced 10 billion in Q2 profits. They also filed a 4.2 billion STRC offering to raise for even more Bitcoin and imposed MNAV guidelines on MSTR, providing structure on when they can offer more shares. Master is even on the week at 401. Finally, the Ethereum Foundation released its decade-long plan for Ethereum. Some people have called them communists. Communists in China do release decade-long plans. There is a correlation there. Goals included maintaining their 100% uptime and implementing quantum defense to protect our wealth against the alien invasion. That's it for the weather report. Back to you in the studio.
So you're just reading about this crypto? The Project Crypto?
I didn't read the specifics. I read a couple one-sentence headlines that sounded bullish, and I saw the market dump off of it. So I took that.
You should have listened to my my video then.
Is it on Zora?
What's that?
Is it on Zora?
No, I haven't published anything on Zora. Should I be posting stuff there?
I don't know. You were really bullish last time I talked to you, so let's just make it small talk.
I'd love to talk more about Zora, but what
I'm good on it.
What's that?
I'm good on it. We can talk about other stuff.
No, but damn, dude, can't even finish the sentence. Let me finish my sentence, Kicks.
I'm out ADDing you right now.
Dude, so the Project Crypto thing is honestly insanity. The one thing I'm trying to figure out, though, and here's actually the biggest issue that I'm running into. So if you didn't see, the synopsis is bringing all markets on chain. That's the summary. Mm-hmm. So think about stock markets, commodities, the debt markets. Theoretically, all these things should be on chain. Mm-hmm. So then the question is, how do I make money on this news? Like,
other than buying ETH?
Well, damn it. Let me finish the thing.
25 point BPS cut in September, now up to 75%.
Man,
I think I logged that on Polymarket.
I need to do a different episode.
I think I logged that on Polymarket like 2 months ago.
Yeah. So it doesn't sound like you want to talk about this, to be honest.
No, I do want to talk about this because I do think it's big.
The bigger question is, so where is, so my assessment is this, multiple things. One is, to Kix's point, ETH is the primary beneficiary at the moment of institutional activity, but it's not just ETH. It's also, it's EVM compatible blockchains. What's going on right now is Consensus is working with all of the financial institutions to help build solutions for them. Awesome. And that means they're bringing their own bias to everything. And if you want the ultimate alpha, this is the, I don't know that I should even share this. I have the single greatest, I know the chain that's the #1 that's also doing a token airdrop that is the biggest recipient of all the institutional activity.
Everyone has to guess.
You're not going to guess. Actually, someone in the comments just got it.
Let me think about it.
Avalanche.
No, someone in the comments just got it, though.
Chainlink.
Nope.
Linea?
That is correct.
That's the dumbest thing ever. I've never even heard of it.
So Linea is basically Consensus's L2 solution. Consensus is a consulting firm. Consensus is the primary consulting firm that all of the institutions are working with. They've become the de facto blockchain.
The McKinsey of crypto.
Exactly. In fact, it's actually ex-McKinsey people who are interacting with Consensus at this moment in time.
You can't make it out. They little wasp circle jerk.
And basically, so all of these people are going to build on Linea. Now, Linea is supposedly randomly, I didn't know they were doing an airdrop or any sort of token thing, but Gabriel Haynes, when we were looking at the Zora stuff the other day, I suddenly see him talking about Linea, and I'm like, he's not talking about that Linea, is he? It turns out he is. And right now, Joe Lubin apparently indicated that there's some sort of token farming thing that you can do with Linea.
Probably stablecoin bullshit. But
the bottom line is, the question that I have associated with this is, where's Solana?
Solana's for crackheads and stuff like that, right?
That's your synopsis, is that Solana's for crackheads?
And stuff like that.
Yeah, and stuff like that. So, like, there's other drugs.
I casted a net.
What did you just say?
So, my biggest question is, who's the voice as these firms go out to go and build the infrastructure required for these things to happen? I'm telling you who's not in that conversation. Any guesses?
Anatoly Vitalsky.
XRP. XRP is nowhere in any of those conversations.
Ghost Chain.
It's literally bullshit, basically. Anyone trading on this, it's like the whole narrative that they made up, no one's interested in.
It's a boomer narrative.
Now, there's another offering that's happening, which is coming from Circle. Circle built a separate like settlements layer. I'm blanking on the name of it. I got to go look it up. But basically, they built this whole thing that is trying to be the back-end settlements for these institutions. So, anyways, all this is to say is that all of the, quote, bullish activity of these things coming on chain, the most bullish is the Bitcoin reserve. What is it called?
Strategic
Reserve. The Bitcoin Strategic Reserve, BSR. And that's probably the most bullish thing would be Bitcoin. And then you're basically making a guess as to how the infrastructure is going to play out for all this stuff. For example, AVAX was used, which was referenced in the in the what do you call it? The administration's crypto report, there was a separate thing that they had put together. So there were two things that came out back to back, right? There was Project Crypto, and then there was the what do you call it? The president's working group on digital asset markets. The working group's report that they put together, and that report references. Actually, maybe this SEC one does. Let me just check. They didn't say NFTs. Yeah, I guess it's in this one. In the
SEC one, they talk about the DMV in the.
They don't mention AVAX, but they're referencing something that was powered by AVAX.
Correct.
And the thing that's also kind of weird is that they're talking about a guy who's a senator now, who essentially was the person who built the solution with AVAX.
Classic.
Like literally ran the business that then sold to the government. So there is some inner dealings. But the bottom, like, I just think, yeah, there you go. Senator Bernie Moreno. I actually think there's a lot of things that are going to come out of this, such as NFTs used for stock certificates. That would make sense. But then there's other questions, such as like, how do you navigate global markets? Like, can anyone, if it's all on chain, how do you prevent someone in another country from trading different stocks? Right now, so far, existing implementations don't. You can go.
North Korea could be fucking slinging Nvidia stock.
Exactly. Which the reality is that a bad thing? And the thing I've been thinking, there's two things. One is, and I'm going to stop after this. One thing is, the irony here is Trump's anti-globalization inherently with all of his tariffs. Yet simultaneously, they may be one of the most globalized pro-globalization administrations without knowing it by being pro-crypto. And the real thing is if the U.S. builds that infrastructure quicker than anybody and stocks and everything else move on chain, and USDC or US-backed stablecoins are the things that are backing all of this, well, then it's beneficial to the U.S. anyways, because you end up with demand of U.S. dollar.
Well, if you look at a very macro scenario and you think about the AI and robotic revolution, you can see why you'd want to nationalize domestic manufacturing to keep a strategic advantage against China, while also globalizing the financial markets in order to keep capital inflows.
Look at Kicks. Just dropping some knowledge there.
Also, I've been thinking a lot about whether we're drawing very strong parallels to the 1900s, a pure 100-year cycle. What did we see in the 1920s compared to today? We saw exuberance, hot markets. We saw rising inflation, an increasing disparity between average people and the rich, culminating in the stock market crash of 1929. Through Trump's actions, do we get a massive pump? He hands off the reins to J.D. Vance. J.D. Vance has to eat a Great Depression to the fucking face, gets absolutely wrecked. So then naturally everyone moves far to the left, elects some sort of socialist person like Zoran in 1932, who is following FDR's forced seizure of gold and band of
where are you reading this
to
from?
hold my brain. From private citizens being able to hold gold, they Zoran forces the seizure of Bitcoin and Ethereum on all centralized exchanges. Therefore, by 2032, rather, you would need to be moving all of your assets and hiding them on chain in ledger wallets.
Dude, I mean, that was, where did that come from? Where did that come from?
I was on the couch. I smoked a joint. I just closed my eyes and thought about that for like 2 hours.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
That was impressive.
There's a lot of parallels too. Rise of both communism and fascism. Parallels 1920s, regional global conflicts leading into World War II.
I mean,
but anyways, I like your thesis on AVAX.
Let's give it up for Kix. Kix just dropped some straight alpha right there. In terms of predicting the future, whether or not that's going to come true, I don't know, but it definitely does sound like some high thoughts.
Never know.
I like
and
that.
Then I also wonder if that's why people are pushing so freaking hard on AI and robotics, so they see it as the only way to smooth curve out the inevitable of. But I see also why people are building bunkers and stuff like that, you know, in Hawaii and shit. But that could be because of the alien invasion. So I'm kind of like 50-50, either alien invasion or rerun the early 20th century, 1900s.
It's so weird to me. Well, it's not weird to me. A lot of the stuff that they're advocating for with AI to me is sort of sketchy. Like, they seem to have this like collective sort of communication strategy around all these things.
They do. It's being pushed probably by DARPA.
And it's interesting. Well, there's a different one, but now the messaging is like Zuck is basically counter to OpenAI and all these other people focused on super intelligence by essentially saying that he's going to usurp all of the other tech companies. But I just don't personally see that happening. Like, I think he can throw a lot of money at it. I mean, they had one of their biggest earnings ever, if not the biggest earnings ever. And so they have the capital to do it. They also laid off a bunch of people and they shifted people around. They're also still losing money on the virtual reality side of things. Yet Zuck is saying that glasses are going to be the interface when AI happens. And I'm just like, dude, the problem with the glasses thing is when you're walking around, you're talking, you have to speak verbally. And the only place where I feel comfortable speaking verbally, unless I'm like recording a video or something like that, is literally when I'm alone in my own room, basically, like if I'm sitting in the office. And so that's the only time where you end up doing that. But it's weird to be like, oh, I'm going to be sitting in a coffee shop talking to my glasses.
And everybody has glasses and they're all talking, so you just hear chatter. It's
I'm going to be talking to my AI girlfriend being like, what are you wearing?
Yeah, no, for sure, dude. Yeah, but I mean, seriously, maybe the whole AI rush is that they know that there's something bigger coming.
I just think, dude, Zuck's stuff is ridiculous. There is weird shit happening right now, and I just don't know, like, but the fact that it's all going on chain is very exciting.
Yeah, it's exciting for us if we want to pivot back to crypto.
I mean,
that's kind of what the show's about.
Easy, what are you trading?
Well, he's looking, we're getting dumps across the board. Ooh, Hyperliquid below $40. Looks like that SUV is turning into a minivan.
The S&P, I wish I kept those puts, man. S&P down to 622 here. Down 1.5%.
Yeah, they know Likey job report. Jerome Powell with a big oopsie, wanted to be Volcker, but he's really a choker. If you get Volcker, the 1980s SEC.
I mean, dude, I think it may be interesting to reopen the Solana short.
I want to buy Pump.fun.
You want to long it?
Yeah.
Dude, Pump.fun is
still in Hyperliquid?
Just kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
What's that? What about Hyperliquid?
I was just making sure you're still in it.
Yeah, I own a ton of spot.
I'm down bad on it.
Well, can't always be when everyone be a winner. That'd be socialism.
Happy socialism.
It's okay, guys. I really think that there's going to be tons of news things and things that are going to make you feel certain ways, but in the reality of the situation, you probably just got to make it till the end of August.
So let's real quick talk about MicroStrategy's earnings call.
Oh, dude, fucking put a pineapple in my ass. I'd rather do that.
Basically, did you look at any of it?
I don't
give a shit about MicroStrategy.
I want no part of it. PO sends me all the good stuff anyway.
I'm golfing with PO in like a week or two. I'm going to learn more about MicroStrategy than I could possibly doing my.
Where are you playing with him?
I'm hoping he comes back through my area when he goes back down to Florida.
Yeah, he is.
I think that's why he's warming up, because he wants to, want to smack a little ass on the course together.
So I thought he was leaving town today.
No, he's got like a vacation he's going on, right?
Yeah. And he started that off by golfing yesterday.
He has a good foot follow through. But like in terms of, because, we talk about trying to make money here. Big thing I was working on is I noticed on the timeline, a big rise in people talking about sleep apnea. So I try to find some stock plays for that. Long story short, there's not really any good low cap ones. There's really like two companies. One's like 10 billion, one's like 40 billion to buy. So long story short, did some research, really didn't find anything. But I've been reading a lot of this awesome book talking about like some of these top traders. And this one guy really resonated with me. And he always made his money by just like getting an informational advantage about some move that was going to happen. And that's how he made his money, is always positioning himself up for that. So like when he was a kid, he noticed Arizona Tea, right? They're or maybe a competitor or something. They're a publicly traded company. They lost shelving space at his local convenience store, and he shorted based on that information and made a bunch of money, right? So I feel like there's so many of those opportunities out there. And I'm trying to find them. Maybe reverse back a nose strip mouth guard company for sleep apnea. That's probably why you're tired all the time. You probably got major sleep apnea.
Am I tired all the time?
I don't know. Some days you seem a little sluggish coming out of the gate.
Maybe it's when I'm having relationship issues.
Could be that. Could be you breathe through your fucking mouth at night.
Yesterday I felt really fucking good. Well, yeah, I did. I have a deviated septum, but the problem is I actually don't want to get a nose job, and I don't. And if I go through a deviated septum thing, according to the person who I paid like $400 for someone to like literally
a consultation.
Yes, and basically, he was like, "Look, the deviated septum surgery will fix your nose, like the you're breathing like 30 to 50%, but if you really want to fix it, you have to reconstruct your nose."
Yeah, and just do it. Get a CPAP machine. Get a little Darth Vader mask.
And basically, people like this nose is one of the most important noses in
other
society,
than mine,
basically.
maybe. Look at that deviated septum.
I mean, yeah, you should. Why don't you just get that fixed?
Because then I'm like not Owen Wilson anymore.
You ever see those Instagram ads kicks where they have like the magnets? They put like a magnet strip on your nose, and then they put the little clip on it, and their nose just like opens.
Look, if I push my nose, it kind of looks a little bit more normal.
You should get one of those. Try it. Have you tried them out?
No, I'm a man. It's slow for me to change. I just like my Breathe Right nose strips, owned by GlaxoSmithKline, but it only represents a very small percentage of their overall sales. Therefore, it's not a good beta play.
Keyword saying me coming in and out. I came to get us back on track. So my next topic is, Nick, can you grab that guitar behind you and play something for us?
No.
Guys, I'm telling you, August may be boring. You just got to make it to the end of August, okay? And then that's when potentially we have some moves to play, unless you like to play on the short side or you like to play chop, which I personally am not good at. In my older age, I've been learning to get better at striking when the iron's hot and when I know I'm going to make some money, and trying to sit on my hands when I'm not, because that's usually when I lose money. I did try a little bit of a naughty long on Zora, was up 40%, got greedy, fully retraced it, but I exited at a good stop loss.
Well, I think it's a Friday, so that should probably do it for today's episode. But before we go, we got a $2,000 YEET giveaway. We're going to spin the wheel. One of the lucky people.
$2,000?
2,000.
And there's only like four people left to win. These guys are making bank. All European.
No, you can win twice. You said you can win twice.
Oh shit!
Because there's 13 people who have gone on, used referral code Bodagos, and played on YEET. If you've done that, You got the opportunity.
We have additional
we're
people who've jumped on. I need to add them to this list. So just
Okay.
talk for about 2 more minutes on anything. I'm going to add them. We're gonna
Okay.
have some more
2
people
more
come on.
minutes about anything. Nick, do you have golf clubs?
No, but I usually rent them.
Why do you want to leave so
set.
early?
We should get you a set.
I feel like I need a lesson.
So you should definitely do lessons.
Well, the other thing that happened that went really horribly wrong was alcohol.
You definitely shouldn't drink while you play.
I don't drink on the course. You just
Neither
got to be able to avoid the peer pressure.
Years.
Yeah, my buddies are like, "Hey, you want a nice cold one?" And I said, "No, watch this drive."
You see Happy Gilmore 2 yet?
I watched it yesterday. It's really good.
Dude, I loved it. Some people are like, this movie sucks. Because I love the first one. So when I watched this one, I was like, oh, it's exactly what I expected. Like exactly what I expected. Tons of cameos.
It was great.
It was just fun. Like I didn't go into that movie thinking it was going to be the next fucking Interstellar. I went into the movie just enjoying it. Ray, I'm going to take this off.
Ray, you're manually typing it. Why didn't you copy and paste?
Because it gives you a bunch of stuff. It's not like very user friendly. The list. It's not.
You can use a code editor to fix that.
Yeah, listen. We'll get to that eventually. Yeah, I don't know, man. Markets feel interesting. Dude, this S&P dump is gnarly. Look at this shit. This is a fucking gnarly dump.
Man, that shit not look good, J Pal.
We got a gap all the way down here, 603.
Yeah, end of August, go down there.
That's
I'd be tempted to like short.
That's not a gap, Nick.
But I suck at
shorting. No. I'm not talking about the gap.
I suck at shorting, so I'd rather just long that dip right there.
Yeah, if we get that dip, you just buy. You buy a bunch.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd buy even higher. Bring the line back to like months ago. See that green line back months ago?
Where?
Before the dip.
Green says we have a world war coming, boys.
Yeah. Up. What the no. Not on the up. Go before it went down. Go to the left. Dude. I'm not talking about the recent down. I'm talking about back there. Yes, exactly.
I'm gonna fucking punch myself in the face right now. I'm getting so
that line. There you go.
So that's like that midpoint.
I'm interested in that. I think also that bottom wick right above the line is an interesting one. Clearly, there was some level of support there. That didn't go through. There you go.
This is the setup we're looking at.
Pia loses his MicroStrategy.
This is the setup we got, boys.
God, dude.
Doesn't he lose his MicroStrategy in the scenario where it just gig ascends and he can't keep rolling calls?
Yeah.
Are you about to run this or you just ran this?
I'm gonna run it. I just give me a countdown. How about you, Nick? Kicks gave the last one. Give me like a 3, 2, 1, and we'll run it. 2K.
3, 2, 1. Bring it. The excitement is extreme here.
And it is
Bruce won again.
No.
Oh
my God. That was
3K for Bruce today.
Bruce just left the show with $3,000.
Are you kidding?
Nah, he won the second spin and now this one.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Should we have removed him from this? How is that allowed?
Because there was only like 13 people. So we're like, you can win more than once. This is what happens by actually going on and doing it. Next week, we'll change it up.
Did you put Clemente in there? Because he went on and just lost money.
The roofs.
Nope.
The roofs. The roofs is on fire.
You bitch.
He doesn't even show up to the show anymore.
Enjoy your weekend. Make some cash. We will be back at 9 a.m. Eastern Time Monday morning. I hope you all have a delectable weekend. Enjoy your weekend. Try not to get blown up. Try not to get liquidated. Enjoy it. Peace.